Alright, what's good, y'all? Back with another video. And the Nike by You Sabrina 3s has finally hit the market and it's on the Nike app. If you do want to pick up any of these shoes or make your own Sabrina by You, use my link down below. I have a section in the description that says where to buy. It is for members only, but technically all you have to do is enter an email. It's 100% free to do, and you can make as many customs as you like. Last year and the year before, when they dropped the Sabrina 1 by Yous and the Sabrina 2 by Yous, they sold out first day, like first 4 or 5 hours. Remember, I made like 3 pairs, or 3 or 4 pairs for each one, and they were gone. And they were gone for about 2 to 4 weeks, maybe even a couple months on the 2s from what I remember, because everybody was complaining they couldn't make them. And typically when the Bayous drop, I've been known for making a what the colorway every single year now. And a lot of y'all want to see what my what the colorway is, how I made it, and the details and everything on that. I did drop a TikTok on how to do that, so I'll just link that down below so I don't have to make like a full video on how to make the what this, or how to make my version of the what this. And I'll also put in the description below a TikTok of everybody, all my followers and non-followers. I made a TikTok post of drop your best Sabrina Nike by You, and there's like 500 comments. So if you need any inspiration or ideas or anything like that, I'll have that down below too. You can scroll through it and recreate and copy anything that you see in there that you like. But in this video, I'm going to show y'all some of the ones that I've made and what they were inspired by. And then I'll do a follow-up video whenever they do come in. I believe it takes about 2 to 6 weeks from what I remember. Typically comes in about 3 for me in the last few times I've made these. I have ordered 2 pairs. Typically I ordered 3 minimum. You usually have to do for the what this 2 different pairs, but now they let you mismatch. Possibly I influenced that a little bit, possibly not, and they just decided to do it this year. But hey, no mismatch this year. The way the color blocking is set up though, it is kind of a little, because you can't mismatch the soles or the outsole in certain parts of the shoe, but you can mismatch the upper. So it does make it a little difficult with some colorways, but nonetheless, it is smooth that you are able to mismatch most of the shoe. All right, let's get the party started. I've talked long enough. The first inspo I had was the Mambacita Kobe 11. I actually really want the Mambacita Kobe 8s, and hopefully I can find them in a good price one day. Super expensive. This is my Sabrina 3 version of it. I will say, not super identical, but as close to it as I can get. Certain colors, too, don't always translate to every part of the shoe. So you might be able to put like the Volt on the Nike swoosh, but then you're not able to put it on the outsole, and vice versa. Certain parts you have to go through it and kind of play with it a little bit. This is the best I felt like I can do. Close to it. If you're into sneakers, I feel like you know. And there's no way to add that like white Nike logo on the inside of the shoe or any part. Nonetheless, I did think this is a cool color. The color they decided to use with the Sabrina 3s by You 2, there's no red that you can put on the upper, and there's one other like normal color that you can't put on the upper but is in other parts of the shoe. So a little disappointing there. A lot of the colors are really super bright and fluorescent, and I like that, but also feel like there is some like plain colors I want to make where it's just like, oh, red and whatever, red or normal green or red and something, and you can't really do it because of the color options. But I am still very grateful they did by You, so I'm not going to complain too much on that. Next on the list, we have this Grinch colorway in a sense. They don't really have that green, and it's more of a Volt. And for the outsole, you can't do Volt. I'm looking through all my colorways and not one has that Volt outsole, so I'm assuming it wasn't an option. I just made it clear. It looks like it's just like a grayish or whatever, but that is a clear. I think these are cool, but for a Nike ID, I want a little more contrast or something like that. A lot of y'all that made the Nike IDs in a TikTok video that I put in the link down below, y'all made simple colors like a all black or black and white. And it's like you are paying an extra $30 over retail to make a Nike by You and waiting 2 to 6 weeks for them to come in. I would hope that you kind of want them to have a little bit of contrast and interesting design. I know some of y'all like plain shoes, and it is your shoe at the end of the day. So do what you want, but it's just like some of these might release. Like I've seen a lot of the ones that y'all are making. Some made all black, and I'm like, I think that looks great and it's cool. You'll be the first person to have all black shoe, but it probably will release. Especially if you looked at some of the colors of the Sabrina 2s. They did all gold. I'm pretty sure it was all white. There was like orangish with a little bit of green. So they did a lot of like solid color ones too. But yeah, the Volt's cool. Not my favorite. I will tell you which ones I ordered as well. Up next, we have this gradient of a light mixed match pink with Volt laces. Y'all see the picture right here. This is one of the pairs I ordered. I actually really like these. You've been tuned in, you know I like pink hoop shoes. The way it is set up too though, if you look at it closely, the hyper pink and the light pink are kind of offset on each shoe. And then the midsole and outsole have the same gradient, but everything else is kind of like flipped on opposite shoes. And then we have the Volt laces, and it has a Volt eye on the back of the shoe as well. I just like cool contrast. I do like bright shoes, and I don't think they would drop these with the Volt Laces colorway. They might drop the pink with the pink gradient. Probably not a mismatch, so I should be fine and not have any copies drop for retail. I just like this one. I played with it for a little minute, and there was just not really like a ton of options that I thought were super cool. I was able to make the what the. It took a couple times to kind of like get it to how I thought it would look. Some of y'all liked it, some of y'all didn't. We'll get into that though when we hit the what this. Quick little eye break in the video. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the brand Boredom Kills. It is my friend's brand, and it's one of the only things I wear when I'm going out, walking around in casual wear. I even wear some of their sweats and gear to the gym and court. They have some super high quality shirts. They also make denim. They also have a bunch of sweatsuits, glasses, and they are worn by a bunch of different NBA players. One of the most recent ones I remember is Jalen Green. He's actually in Arizona now, but he was wearing them too before he was even in Arizona. I actually wore them quite often. These are the jorts that I got from them in their recent drop. This is the spider denim. Black jorts, spider denim, and the classic denim. Also says on the back pockets, Boredom Kills. High quality buttons. Patch on the back. Boredom Kills tag as well. Use my code Crosby or the link down below. You can get 10% off your order. I might make my own separate video for them one day. This is a shoe page, but I do have some pretty cool clothing brands and stuff like that I do work with. Follow me for a while. You know about Dreamer shorts. I actually got a pair on right now. I have them in every color. Just dropped an athletic line as well. I'll drop the link for that too. I guess this turned into a Dreamer ad as well. But let's get back to the video. And thinking about this pink and Volt, I actually didn't even have these in when I made and ordered this pair. It's kind of inspired by this. This is a Harden Volume 8 in a Camp Player exclusive colorway. And yeah, it's kind of similar color blocking. This just has that more hyper pink and green. Mine has a little bit of the light pink. But yeah, this was a cool pop color. A lot of y'all like this. Hopefully my Nike ID looks great in person. Y'all will see unboxing and everything though in the future for sure. All right. What y'all been waiting on? I have made a What the Sabrina for every year they've done the By You for her. This is the one right here. This is my 2. And then this is a picture of the 3s. Obviously I do an unboxing when they do come in. So the color blocking on the 3s, I don't know. It's a little interesting. I thought I could have made the orange shoe, the right shoe. I thought I could have made that a little bit less like minty and just made it more orange, but I personally liked the contrast because I didn't want to just have all orange shoe. They don't have red either, and if you can see in a lot of the bases of my orange shoes or the right shoe for the What Does in the Sabrina 1 and 2, red is a base color. It's orange and red. This one, orange and red. Red isn't an option in the upper, so I did it how I want to do it because I still wanted to be able to like the shoes and not just kind of stick to, oh, it has to be this super strict, close to authentic as possible. That's what I liked. Going on my feet is my shoe. I did see some other versions of them that I thought looked a little bit closer to the What the Kobe 8 that it's inspired after, but I like my version. So yeah, this is mine. If you go into TikTok as well, you can find some other ones of people that made a What the 2. And there is a link down below on each step on how I made this What the Kobe 8 inspired Sabrina 3. Next on the list, low-key looks kind of similar to my What the, but a little different color. I have the Kyrie 4 confettis. I thought this was a girl hoop shoe. I had this in college, but they ran so small, I ended up I think I sold them to a friend. I don't think they ever even paid me, so I basically just gave them away. I didn't pay that much for them at the time. I think I paid like $2 something at a resale shop. I actually recently just got another pair. So here's the Nike ID of that. I felt like this was a pretty accurate thing of the Nike ID Sabrina 3 versus the Kyrie confetti. Super similar in my opinion. I did do the feet wrong. I flipped the colors on accident. Shit happens though. If I do actually order these, I will flip that so it's more accurate to the actual colorway. I only ordered the What This and the pink ones that I told you about. I'm on the fence about these. If y'all really like them or whatever, drop them in the comments below. I might actually get them. But I also do have the real Kyrie confetti, so I like the inspirations, but if you watch my performance review on the Sabrina 3s, they aren't my favorite shoe in the world. I think they're a good performer. I just wish traction was a little bit more consistent. I don't like dusty floors and everything like that. Very similar to Sabrina 2 though. Still deciding though if I do want to get that confetti colorway though. I think it's clean. Bro, my contacts are tweaking. I'm like trying to keep my left eye open. This shit's falling apart, man. All right, next on the list. Every year feel like it has to be seen. Yeezy colorways, drop them both. Gray, there's a black, and then there's just a white one you can make as well. White hoop shoes, especially with certain materials, are just not the way to go because they'll be black and a week if you wear them consistently. I do always think that the Yeezy colorways look smooth. Make them every year, look at them. I've never bought a Yeezy colorway though. I think it was a great throwback colorway when people used to like customize the Roshi runs in that Yeezy colorway. Like that was the thing. That was like, now it's like, I do think it's cool. I fuck with Kanye, but I will not be ordering either of these. I do think it's a cool colorway though. Maybe you're from Chicago or something, man. It's like, I gotta get the Yeezys. So next on the list was inspired by my Statue of Liberty by Use in the Sabrina 2 colorway. And I tried to do the same thing with the Sabrina 3s. This shit looks ass, bro. It's not even the same like mint. Maybe it looks different in person, but the way it looks on the app, it looks like that like seafoam. If y'all seen like the seafoam colorway on like certain Jordans, it looks like that. And then I have the gold as well. The gold will probably pop a lot better in person. But yeah, it just didn't hit for what I expected it to. Had to give it a shot though. I do love this colorway in hoop shoes. I even made like a little short video on all the hoop shoes I have in this colorway. Yeah, those aren't it for me. Y'all like them though. Go ahead, get them. And then last on the list, I have the KD5 Elite in the EYBL colorway. And I tried to make a Sabrina 3 by You inspired by this color line. Only issue, well, there was a couple issues. Like I said, certain parts of the shoe don't have certain colorways. The bottom of this shoe is that Volt color. The outsole on the Sabrina 3 by You doesn't have this Volt color. So, yeah, this is how I made it look. It's close. I don't think it's super off, but it's not the best by any means. I do think it looks cool, though. It kind of looks like the one that Tyron Stokes had on for the EYBL session when he debuted him. I don't know if that's, some people are calling that a EYBL colorway. I don't know if that was EYBL colorway or just a Sabrina by You that he got early maybe. I have no clue at all because you can make that exact same colorway on the Bayous. Nonetheless, I do think this one is cool. Not another one that I plan on picking up. I did think if I made this super accurate, I might have got these to simulate this color because I do love these. I actually even took these to the court and they're like 11, 12 years old at this point. Was terrified the whole time I was playing. It actually held up pretty well, and I don't have much separation at all, like a little bit in the toe box. I do think if I like wore these for a week straight, they would probably fall apart though. I would have a blowout at some point or another. And the cushion is absolutely dog shit, so. A little bit of a struggle there. That's all for the video though. If you do want to pick up any of these, please use my link down below. It's my affiliate link with Nike. So if you want to support the kid, appreciate y'all. Go ahead, use that link. And it doesn't change anything from your ordering process. It still get everything straight from Nike. You can order and customize everything the exact same. Scroll through the app the exact same. I'll catch y'all on the next one though. I'm out of here.